Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Today I have an article. I want to share with you some crucial evidence that silver could definitely be looking towards the upside, with many other factors influencing the price, as well as another angle in this whole economic insecurity, geopolitical trade war going on between US, China, Iran tensions, Hong Kong protests, and other. We also have the impeachment of President Trump, which will be incorporated in today's price of silver. This article is definitely on the more interesting side, with a lot of key factors and key points that they are looking to incorporate or intervene with precious metals, the economy, the dollar index, and also where markets are going to be going. So the link will be in the description if you want to check it out yourself. But anyways, let's jump into this video. So it was written today, or yesterday, September 24th. And it starts off to say gold and silver pull in the bid on risk off US session. So gold and silver continue to edge higher in risk off markets. Focus has been on Iran, trade wars, and now a possibility of Trump's impeachment. Precious metals were once again on the rise as geopolitical matters remain at the fore of investor decision-making processes. Spot gold rallied from a low of $1,515 to a high of $1,535 to around 80 or 0.8% higher on the day, while the white metal silver eked out to a high of $18.74, having climbed from $18.25. The gold and silver ratio added 0.73% to its upside correction. The gold to silver ratio currently is around 82 to 1 right now. I made a video covering the gold to silver ratio yesterday. If you do want to check that out, I dive a little deeper in the details and the specs behind that, and also what it means for the precious metals markets. But anyways, the focus has been on Iran, trade wars, and now a possibility of Trump's impeachment, whereby dozens of House Democrats, now more than 2/3 of the caucus, have come out in support of an impeachment inquiry following the reports that Trump could have well withheld aid to Ukraine, pressure officials there to investigate the son of political rival Joe Biden. More than 170 Democrats supported some type of impeachment action, which is more than 2/3 of the 235-member caucus. So in other news, in his speech at the United Nations General Assembly, Trump turned up the pressure on China as Washington and Beijing seek a trade deal, and called on all countries to act to counter on the Iran regime. So the speech fed risk-off sentiment in the market, pushing U.S. benchmark stock indexes broadly lower and precious metals prices rise. As for futures, gold for December delivery and on the COMEX added $8.70 or 0.6% to settle $1,540 an ounce, while December silver ended in 8.3 cents or 0.4% lower at $1,860 or $18.62. That would be great if silver was $1,800. An ounce for cash traded a tough higher after the close, as continued decline in stocks supported a flight to safety. And when they're talking about this, they mean that stock market volatility not being as profitable, people tend to turn towards precious metals as a safe haven investment. Sorry, I'm kind of joking around, having a little bit of fun. You always got to have some fun. But you know, this is on a serious note though. People really do turn towards safe haven metals when stock markets are more volatile. When there is more money to be made in something else, they do turn towards precious metals, especially when there's economic insecurity or some type of scare in the global aspect, whether it's US-China trade wars, the Iran tensions, the Hong Kong protests. It gets people a little uneasy, and they want to turn towards something that definitely makes them more comfortable and that holds its value within itself, meaning intrinsic value, which is precious metals. But anyways, let's go a little bit into gold. So the prospects to the $1,550 level, which guards territories towards $1,590 as the 127.2% FIBO target area, are heightened as price creeps higher above the 21-day moving average. However, Bulls need to get over the line with resistance that meets the 14th of August highs. Failures here will open a 50% mean reversion of the late June swing lows to recent highs around 1470. So should be the fundamental deteriorate. Thereafter, we have the 19th of July swing high down at $1,492. So, or $1,452.93. So I'm curious where gold is going to be headed. The gold to silver ratio is lowering, which means that silver is outperforming gold right now. And with any of these investments, you do want to be careful because they do offer some type of indicator, whether you're using the gold to silver ratio, but also remember that at the end of the day, you want to not be getting too emotionally attached to something emotional attachment can play irrational, or can definitely cause irrational judgment when it comes to the world of investing. If you're focusing on something too much, you kind of lose sight, or you lose the bigger picture, you lose focus, and you start making irrational decisions, or you start thinking a little out of proportion. And when it comes to the world of gold and silver, a lot of people could be too pegged to silver and sometimes miss opportunities to buy gold. So you definitely want to step back and take that emotional attachment out to some degree so you can think more, unbiasedly about the markets and make some better decisions. So now going into the world of silver, it goes on to say the price of the white metal is holding on the positive territory since breaking out of the confinement spot on the daily chart. This level was converging around 18, the figure where prices shot up beyond a 50% retracement of the September swing highs and recent lows supported by the 4-hour 221 4-hour moving averages. I stay on September highs of $19.64, while on the downside, bears can look at the 21-day moving average around 18, the figure of the $16.50 further down. So right now, precious metals are definitely in a position to really be strong, really be rallying on the bull front. If you are looking to invest into gold and silver, make sure you do it appropriately at the correct times. There are certain times to be investing into silver and gold, depending on where you are looking or where you're headed for the long and short term. Some people who are more short-term investors want to be taking control of the silver part of it, maybe because they lack silver, or maybe because they have enough gold, or maybe because they have a different financial system, a different exit plan, a different selling time frame. It really is individual. So just because someone is very bullish or very pro gold right now or pro silver doesn't mean it's the best strategy or the best choice for you. You have to reflect upon yourself. But speaking from precious metals of a general standpoint as a whole, this is definitely interesting news. The possibility of Trump's impeachment could definitely spark chaos in the economy, which could definitely affect prices in the next coming months, depending on how extreme it gets, how drastic it gets. This is just the start of it. I mean, it's obviously not the start of the impeachment of Trump, but seems like this new era of people that are looking to do it finally after he did this stuff with, I think it was Ukraine, could definitely, yes, it was Ukraine, could also definitely spark new negotiating, a new sense of going against it, or even trying to really go forth with the impeachment, which could definitely affect precious metals, because that's one of the more drastic measures taken, and it could affect the world as a whole. I mean, you have to think Trump is dealing with China, with Iran. There's so many different things that would be affected, not only from a financial but a market standpoint, and also from a society standpoint as well. So this could really scare people. This could really push precious metals to the forefront as a safe haven investment. I mean, if something like stock market volatility could do it, or the U.S.-China trade wars being renegotiated could do it, then just think how drastically it would be from a standpoint like that. We also do have the 2020 presidential election happening next year. So the outcome of that will always, or will not only affect precious metals prices, but also other markets as well, depending on the outcome. But not only that, depending, it doesn't have to have an outcome to your liking. Regardless, the amount of chaos, the amount of riots, protesting that's going to go on is going to be keeping people a little uneasy and will affect prices regardless of the outcome. So I definitely think this precious metals are in a really nice position compared to other investments and other assets, other markets, just because every time something bad happens, people turn towards it, and it seems like I hate to say it, but it seems like things are only getting worse in the economy and as a society as a whole. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Like I said, the link will be in the description. These videos, I try to highlight the main parts of the article to keep the videos at a timely manner. So if you want to check out more of the details, behind the scenes stuff, you can check out the link in the description. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm curious what you guys think about all this stuff. What do you think about Trump's impeachment? Do you think it's going to go through? I definitely don't think so. They've been trying to impeach Trump since he got elected, but I think it's going to take more than this. Obviously, people are trying to really catastrophize it and bring more of a drastic measure along, but I definitely think that things will continue to play out to some degree. I'm also curious where you guys think precious metals prices are going to be going from here on out. I think that gold and silver are sitting in a very, very comfortable spot compared to other assets and investments. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning into this video. Make sure you tune in for other videos I'll be posting later today as well. I know you guys are going to enjoy them. Thank you for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.